All right, everyone. So thanks for joining us at the Center for Digital Media's annual Industry Showcase. This year is definitely a little different for us. It's our first fully virtual showcase and our first time running a Zoom session with as many attendees as we currently have. We're super grateful to have you all joining us. I do want to cover some of the rules of play for everyone, just so we can get all the ducks in a row here. So we are recording this session. We are going to make an opportunity for everyone to connect later on and do an on-camera wave, hello, congrats, toast at the end of the show. It is a very tight 1 hour session that we're going to run you through. But the first thing that I want to do is speak a little bit to our location and share a little bit about how we work with some of the partners, and also specifically acknowledge our location in Vancouver, being located on the lands of the Coast Salish people, and specifically give thanks to the Musqueam, Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh nations. We also have had the unique opportunity of working with some very impressive organizations, and we want to give them a shout out. So the Indigenous Matriarchs for Media Lab, that's run out of Emily Carr, great organization. Encourage everyone to check them out. The First Nations Technology Council, had a great opportunity to work with them a few years back, and recently we had an opportunity to work with the First Nations Health Authority with an Alumni Connected. Great organizations, encourage you all to check them out. My great honor today, and this is my first time formally doing this, is introducing Larry Bafia as the director of the master's program to you all. I know he's known to many of you already, but I do want to tell you a little bit more about him because he's probably too humble to do it himself. Larry has been an amazing contributor to the program right since its inception. He's not only coming from the world of industry, he's been teaching with us for many years. He gives back in so many ways. He's the creative development director for SeaGraph. He's been mentoring, coaching, and inspiring for many, many years. I mean, personally, I have to speak to some of the works that Larry has been a part of because they were seminal, meaningful, and I'm sure for many of you, pictured on screen right now, you do see Larry with the California Raisins. Huge fan, I speak to that all the time. And the Mars Attacks movie is one of my favorites. He's been connected to many others. But anyway, the main thing that I want to address with Larry is that he represents what the program is all about. This is where industry and academia meet, and where we move things forward and recognize the value that both of those fields bring to advancing entertainment, technology, and all other kinds of platforms. But the other thing with Larry too is that he recently shared some of his inspirations. So you see some of the films noted in the bottom right corner. It's a little bit of a inspiring to see what inspires other people. And anyway, I'm just saying Larry inspires us. So with that, Larry inspiring all of us is going to share a little bit of the agenda, and we'll go from here. So let's have Larry say hello.
Oh, thanks for those kind words, Dennis. And may I extend my welcome to all of you to the virtual MDM C14 Showcase. So what we have in store for you this afternoon is a walk through the one-year intensive program that's vetted by the 4 academic partners, SFU, UBC, BCIT, and Emily Carr. So what you'll be seeing are some of the projects that were done in the instructional courses as well as our project courses. And one of the best features of the afternoon is you also get to meet all of those great behind-the-scenes students who created these projects. But before we get started, let's take a moment and listen to some very important and timely words from our class rep, Meg Dima.
Welcome industry guests and fellow Zoom experts. About a year ago, all of us were making arrangements to uproot our lives and begin our masters, many from far away, each in pursuit of a new challenge. None of us could have predicted what the next year would entail, and certainly nobody expected we would be ending our term like this. It's safe to say we are navigating some uncharted territory. This pandemic has not only changed our individual lives and schedules, but has exposed immense social problems of systemic racism and inequality. This is a time where we have no choice but to respond collectively and individually to this global crisis with innovative solutions. I'm Meg, and I'm here to tell you how our class, the class of 2020, is prepared to build a better future. You see, there has never been an area of study more fit, more equipped to deal with a time like this than digital media. The ability to innovate, to improvise, to think outside the box, and do it collaboratively online is in abundant demand. When our program transitioned to remote, it was seamless. We possess the knowledge and the tools, and we've proven through our projects that we have the creativity and resolve to carry on with the same strength as if we were together physically. At the CDM, we've built software apps, mobile apps, virtual reality simulators, and games. We've worked on digital products, innovative spaces, interactive designs, and digital installations. We've studied artificial intelligence, augmented reality, mixed reality, virtual reality, digital activism, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the internet, technology, and its impact on the world. In a nutshell, we research, we scope, build prototypes, user test, and iterate. But it's not so much important what we do, rather how we do it. Our secret? Agile teamwork. At the CDM, we work in multidisciplinary teams and create digital solutions to problems. Collaboratively, we can solve problems better and faster than we can alone. Over the course of the last year, we have used the Agile framework to shape our projects. Agile means quickly adjusting to change, adapting and iterating to meet the needs of users, customers, and clients. So I ask you, industry guests, in this pivotal time in history, are you and your businesses agile? Are you prepared to transform? If the answer is yes, and inside joke, if the answer is yes, then perhaps you may want to pay close attention to this group of changemakers. I'm proud to present the CDM COVID Class of 2020, a talented and hungry group of future thinkers and problem solvers.
All right, so I do want to say thanks to both Larry and Meg for setting this up. We're going to take you through a quick introduction to what the students go through in the first term. So one of the core classes is Foundations of Digital Media, which really gives the students an overview of the legal, ethical, and entrepreneurial angles of all things digital media. One of the interesting outcomes from the course in the fall was a resulting artifact in a physical book as well as an ebook called Digital Activism. This book is available on Amazon, and the interesting thing is the students took digital activism to heart, to mind, and it really represents sort of the mindset of these change makers and difference makers. So you do want to check this out. The link is on this slide. It's going to be shared with you in an email as well, but it's just another proud moment of representing how our students are trying to make a difference in the world and how digital plays a role in that. Another course we want to give a shout out to is the improv course. It's one of the more intimidating ones for those of us that may not fully understand where improv fits into this space, but it truly does. Patrick Pennefather, who's been delivering this for years, has really inspired many of us to become better presenters and understand the value of improv in improving everything from our design abilities to collaborate, management, and innovation steps. So we're grateful to him and to the world of improv for everything that it brings to us. So another core course in the fall is game design. And one thing we want to speak to with game design is that it isn't just about building game designers, where we do have a lot of grads that go off and work in the game industry after the program, but this is to say that this course focuses on where game design brings in the various factors that make an experience fun, engaging, rewarding, and all the things that go with it. So really it's about making things interactive, engaging, and fun. And you're going to see an example of one of the projects the students tackled in the fall coming up. And to that point, we had a little quote from one of the students on this particular project you're about to see, from Courtney. And she really speaks that how this course introduces them to some of the principles of paper prototyping, the agile workflow, benefits of user testing, developing the documentation, and pivoting when needing to. So anyway, the best thing to illustrate this is to show you a little bit of a video. Let's check it out. right, so with that, that takes us to the final core course of our fall classes, which is Building Virtual Worlds, also known as Projects One. And the best person to speak to that is right on camera with me as right now. That'd be Larry Baffia. So Larry, take it away.
Thanks, Dennis. Yeah, so it is definitely a pivotal course. Building Virtual Worlds basically takes all of the fundamentals, the tools, the best practices, the methodologies that were introduced in all of the other courses, as well as this course, and is put into the production rooms. Now we have pipelines that are being built, teams that are being managed, collaboration techniques, looking at UX, you name it, including rapid prototyping and driving towards a proof of concept in a project. Another feature that we've added just a couple of years ago is bringing in external advisors and sometimes external clients to give it much more of a real world feel to it. So the first video you're going to see is a project that was given a problem to solve as to how do we move from our project rooms where we mainly work in software to an area that may require a physical space as we build out exhibits and things like that. So let's take a look at the Maker Lab. So that was an example of a pre-visualization in 3D. And in this case, the client, if you will, was the actual MDM director. We're going to turn to one with an external client now, and this was also in the course. And we had 8 project teams working with the Museum of Vancouver on an exhibition that will be opening a little later in this summer, probably by the end of July, called A Seat at the Table. And this is an exhibit that looks at the history of Chinese immigration to BC specifically, as well as some of the outer provinces as well. So the team was tasked, or many of the teams were tasked with actually finding 21st century tools for working with artifacts and historic examples. So what we're going to look at right now is one iPad app that's called Fragile Objects. like I said, that was one of 8 projects that we delivered to the Museum of Vancouver. Now it's time to turn to the real stars of the show, the folks that work behind the scenes creating all of these great apps. So some of the names you see here, you may recognize from some of the credits in the last 2 videos. So let's meet some of the students.
I'm an architect turned UX designer. I had worked in Singapore, Chile, and the States before I moved to Vancouver. Here at the CDM, I've been honing my skills in UX design for AR, VR, and interactive installation projects. Want to know more? Come and check my portfolio. Thank you.
I'm Courtney, and I'm an information designer turned UX designer. So what does that mean? As an information designer, I turn complex content into accessible stories. As a UX designer, I empathize with users, design products from the inside out, and create prototypes to meet project needs. My dream is to turn complex problems into simple solutions and impactful stories. So let's connect.
Hi, I'm Elaine Han. Coming from a history of jewelry and graphic design, I want to make a positive impact on people's lives through great UX with beautiful and inspirational visual design. Through the CDM program, I work with many talented peers to deliver innovative solutions and prototypes to our clients. Be sure to visit my portfolio and check out my work.
Hi, I'm Jen, a concept artist and illustrator. I got a master's degree in design from the USW in Australia. I worked with many famous companies. Those extensive industry experience not only polished my skills, but also made me a good team player. One thing I'm most proud of is that I can achieve quality outcomes efficiently. I have a desire to develop my career in the game industry, and I'm sure I can make it.
Hello, this is Kathy from MDM program. It's so nice to meet you. Currently, I'm the project manager and a UX UI designer working on a project from UBC Faculty of Medicine. I'm seeking an opportunity with an emerging technology organization to solve the real-world problem. I'm proficient in all design tools such as Photoshop, Illustrator, and InDesign. I'm also familiar with Sketch, Figma, and Extra for rapid prototyping. Meanwhile, I'm also an oil painter and digital artist. I've done many projects in the past. Feel free to visit my personal website, kathylou.com.
Hi, I'm Sumer. I excel at creating and executing marketing strategies and campaigns. I've worked as a strategist at a marketing agency with clients ranging from Fortune 500 brands to small startups, honing my project management and communication skills. I left home when I was 16 and pursued a degree in business and then a master's in sociology. I'm analytical, adaptable, and committed. I moved to Canada to complete the MDM. I've already got the doc, so I'm not going anywhere. Right, Gary?
Hey, I'm Bigger. I'm a game operations specialist with a background in 3D modeling. I work with Tencent on monetization and localization for their mobile games. My department is responsible for driving direct revenue and facilitating constant game updates to maximize player retention rates. In this role, my background in game art helps me to direct the aesthetic approach of marketing campaigns. I hope to collaborate with other game studios and IP owners in the future.
Hi, I'm Nan. You can call me Nan or Ye. Yeah, welcome to my channel. Today I'm gonna introduce myself to you. I'm a front-end developer. I did lots of projects, most of them are websites related to questionnaire and chatbot. These are some programming languages I'm familiar with. I also love drawing and design, so I do some UI and UX practice out of interest. If you want to know more about me, subscribe my channel.
Wow, those are some tough acts to follow, but it's time to move on to the second semester in Projects 2. And this is where the learning goals become a little more external because teams of anywhere from 4 to 7 students meet up with an external client and start working with a design brief and heading towards a proof of concept for that client. So let's take a look at some of these projects. And Dennis has got a few things to say about it as well.
Yeah, I'll just jump in here with a little addition for any of those that are watching that are interested in our projects process. We do work with a number of clients throughout the year, every January and May. To work with us in January, we receive proposals by October 31st. On this slide, you'll see a number of projects that represent teams that we've worked with in our January through April term. We're only going to cover a few projects for you now, but keep it in mind as we move forward for any of you that are thinking about working with us in the future. The first example that we're going to show to you this afternoon is from the Justice Institute of BC. This is one that we're quite proud of because they were thinking about the future of education and training for healthcare professionals, emergency responders, and there was an alumni member who was connected to this that brought it in as a project for us. So that's sort of a full circle story for us, and the best way to illustrate what these students pulled off is to show you what they did. So let's do that.
For the 20-year-old female with a leg laceration.
impressive team, impressive result. We're going to take you through a few other examples here, so I won't stay on that too long, but we're really proud of them. The next example is a project that we did with a client named Lifelike and Believable. They were tasked with using some newer technology, the Magic Leap, and using Unreal and doing some set design enhancements with some live performative elements. But let's show you exactly what they pulled off. All right, and now one that's a little different and yet beneficial to all of us. A team was tasked to work with the Canadian Blood Services Group on taking some of the fear away from donating blood. And anyway, they really came together on coming up with a unique solution, and let's show you what they pulled off in the 13-week production period that these projects follow.
The Canadian Blood Services role is to provide essential life-saving products and services. Fear of needles and the pain associated with it is one of the most common reasons people avoid blood donation. There is a significant body of research that indicates that distraction is an effective method to reduce pain and therefore the fear of needles, vaccinations, and often with children. Welcome to Canadian Blood Services. Thank you for donating your blood today. Enjoy your gaming experience while being mindful of your hand and head movement.
that was a small sampling of some of the projects that the teams tackled in our spring semester. Proud to say that the blood.ca project ended up in that client being so inspired that they wanted to come back again right away. So we have a current project in development with them right now. We are at the next point of the show where we're going to introduce you to the 30-second spots for our next group of students. As you can see on this screen, that we have a real mixed bag of talent here. We're a one-stop shop. You need art, you need design, you need programming. We got it. These are a great group of students to have in mind. And let's introduce you to our next round 2 30-second spot.
Hi, I am
Eugene.
My name is Isra and I'm a user experience designer. I strive to understand where user needs and business outcomes overlap to develop the most impactful experiences. This lets me look beyond the basic requirements and focus on your largest goals and your users' biggest pain points. Through the MDM program, I worked on unique products such as designing work-friendly features for smartwatches. Please reach out to me, it would be great to connect with you.
Hi, I'm Jamie. I am a product manager with a strong background in marketing and strategy, design, and entrepreneurship. I enjoy leading agile teams and collaborating with others to achieve a shared goal. I believe in purposeful work and inspiring people into positive action. I know I can make a significant contribution to your company. Let's work together.
Hi, I'm Julian, and this is what I do.
One of the best experiences in my life is to capture the moment when the sun, moon, and earth were perfectly aligned. The same type of pleasure keeps inspiring me in UX design, when my solutions tackle the right problem and achieve people's desire. My name is Kuis, an experienced UX designer who is ready to blow your mind.
I came to the MDM to redirect my career path towards game design, since I've always been passionate about games and the whys and hows behind game experiences. Through my CDM journey, I have acquired and learned new skills to help me become a better game designer, and I look forward to create games that make gamers go, wait, what, it's Monday already? And you can find samples of my work at rosafedber.com.
I'm a creative director and a producer with 15 years of international experience in Europe, North America, and Asia.
She understood agile management and always tried to apply it.
Not afraid of technical challenges or programming.
Suk is a polymath.
She's committed and kept her pace.
Throughout my career, I've always valued creative thinking, teamwork, and effective communication.
Suk is an enthusiastic teammate.
Suk is a passionate team player who consistently came up with creative solutions to overcome project obstacles.
Front-end, back-end software developer. I have a passion for games and the latest technology with experience in design, branding, and strategy.
Hi, I'm Rini. If life is a movie, I played many roles before. Now I try my best to be a UX designer, listening to my users and solving problems. I'm experienced in app design, web design, interactive installation, and XR design. I love photography and video production, which help me capture the inspiration. That's me. Work with me. Let's start a new story for my life.
Architecture, game design, digital painting, AI research, motion graphics, web design. This is the result of lifelong learning. To keep my mind active and my brain engaged, I need to learn more and more. Lifelong learning is helping me to discover my talents, to be more creative, and to be a multi-potentialite. Working in small teams, I got a chance of wearing multiple hats of being a designer, project manager, and developer. I had to manage myself and keep motivated by learning new things.
12 years of working in creative roles. Market needs taught me I need to be exceptional at design softwares. My dedication and adaptability made me successful in team working. Now, after CTM, I'm more than ready for new challenges.
All right, so this takes us to a bit of a transition right here. So we're going to speak a little bit about the third term and get back to the main show, which is all about the students. But to address the current term that we're in right now, the students have two paths that they can take. We do bring on additional projects with clients, but we also have some students that brave the entrepreneurial path. They find each other through this program, they identify problems that they have an interest in solving, and they may see a market fit or a social impact fit, and they can pursue those challenges. Anyway, on this screen, you can see a few of the projects the teams are currently tackling, but what we're gonna do before we jump into the brave entrepreneurs in the group is introduce you to another round of students. Again, building off of what you've seen so far, this next set represents another mixed group of very talented and inspiring students that we encourage you all to check out. I did want to add into this presentation that all the students do have valid work visas, that they're all going to be available by mid-late August, technically September for their internship term, but I'm going to jump right in and introduce you to the next round of students.
Hi, this is Alessandra. I'm a product manager and product designer, passionate about human-centered digital solutions and design. Check out my work. Please feel free to check out my portfolio website.
Hello, my name is Irene Mayer. I'm an experienced software developer, and I believe technology should strive for innovation as well as empower people. I came into the MDM program with a bachelor's in computer science, concentration HCI. I've since honed my programming and collaborative skills in pursuit of an interesting software developer role. I keep versatile and up to date by learning new technology and tools fast. I'm looking for my next challenge and look forward to talking with you. See more of my work at my GitHub or irenehmayer.me.
Hi everyone, my name is Liam Fisher, and I'm a writer and project manager looking to work on creative projects. In the past, I've worked as a sports and comedy writer, and here at the CDM, I've been working as a project manager. If you'd like to know more about me or see my work, you can click the link next to my name, Liam Fisher. Have a good day, everyone.
Hello, my name is Eugenia, Nia for short. I'm from Mexico and I'm a 3D animator. During my time at the MDM, I had the opportunity to work on some amazing projects with some incredible people. This has not only helped me to improve my skills as an artist, but has also taught me how to work collaboratively with people of different backgrounds. I hope to continue to work as an animator and to bring many more amazing projects to life. Thank you.
One time I was dating this guy for a while and then he got down on one knee and he begged me to never call him again.
Steve's here, the only Steve in this cohort. I'm a front-end developer. I make websites by React and Redux, Vue, Electron, and Dino. In the past few years, I work for startup while being also a co-referee. In my free time, I like playing mobile games and share the content on streaming websites. Some audience ask me how to become a top player. Well, it's not hard, because I always believe teamwork makes dream work.
I am obsessed with movies and the imbalance of power that fuels the film industry. This fascination motivated me to learn skills to create and critically assess various forms of digital media. Are you looking for digital media teachers? I can help. Nonprofits in need of media and communication support? Consider me. I aim to equip media makers who struggle to be seen and heard with the tools they need to get their stories out there.
All right, so that brings us to the promised entrepreneurial student perspective here. So we're going to walk you through a little bit about 3 very quick introductions to some early stage startups. And these students identified various opportunities, found their co-founders, and braved the path of pitching in front of our version of Dragon's Den. So you'll see in the center image there, a very intimidating panel of judges to hear our students out. We did have 3 successfully move forward for this final term, of which they're currently working on. Let us share a little bit about what they're working on and who's behind it, and then we're going to get into how to connect right after these next set. So the first team coming up is a project team called IJKL Studios. They're tackling the issues of loneliness, and let's hear from the team.
Hi, we are IJKL Studio, and we are here to talk about loneliness. Nearly 8 in 10 young adults in the US reported feeling lonely in 2019. What is worse is that 27% of this age group now feel more lonely due to the coronavirus.
This is problematic because chronic loneliness can have severe impacts on a person's physical and mental health. However, stigma and embarrassment often prevent young adults from talking about their loneliness and seeking help.
Project Lazuli is a transmedia solution consisting of a free PC game and a community hub website that aims to open a wider conversation amongst young adults to make it easier to acknowledge, discuss, and address loneliness.
We're very excited to announce that IJKL Studio will be attending the Games for Change Festival. Come check out our project at ijklstudio.com.
And I manage all kinds of projects. In the past, I developed STEM-based educational programs with the public, optimizing existing programs, and implementing new ones. I've also coordinated the design and manufacture of electronics with distributed teams, and managed key client relations to drive global sales. Now, I manage digital media projects to keep them on track, and remove roadblocks for both in-person and remote teams that I serve. I'm Jacqueline Wong, and I'd love to manage a project for you.
Hello, my name is Lam Kwan. I'm an experienced graphic designer that graduated from Interactive Arts and Technology from SFU. After graduation, I worked at Fairchild Group and IBI Group doing design, branding, and marketing work. At the MDM program, I continue to develop my UI, UX, and graphic design skills while working with some amazing people and companies. My passion is to show the importance of experience design through my work. Check out my work at lamkwan.com.
All right, so next up of the 3 teams, we have Team Vibe, which is tackling the interesting, brave new old world of online dating. This team, again, has some very impressive people behind it, but let's introduce you to the project they're pursuing and the opportunity behind it and the great people that are making it happen.
When online dating first came around, it was fresh and exciting, giving you an opportunity to meet people that you otherwise wouldn't cross paths with. But the novelty of online dating has worn off. It sucks.
It's superficial.
It's a waste of time.
What if we could change the approach and streamline the meeting process?
What's missing from online dating is human connection. You really can't get to know a person from behind a screen.
Meeting in person is where you uncover your true feelings.
Vibe is a dating app that matches people based around time and activity, pushing them to take a leap of faith and meet face to face.
It's as simple as setting your vibe and watching responses flood in.
or browsing the vibes of others.
You could be free tonight and find yourself a date.
It's that simple. Dating doesn't have to be a long, drawn-out process of matching, messaging, and building expectations, only to be let down.
Meeting over a shared interest or activity provides a greater opportunity for spontaneity and connection.
I am Terrence.
I'm Isabel.
I'm Meg.
And we are Team Vibe.
Come and visit us at our blog and follow our journey to transform online dating.
As a project manager, I am a positive force. And in my experience, team morale is everything. Growing up with a big family, I learned valuable lessons about cooperation. And much like a family, a team is dynamic. In order to work together, a leader must motivate and inspire. Promote dialogue, foster trust, tackle problems with honest, regular feedback, know each other's roles, and be clear on a vision. It isn't technology alone that creates solutions. It's people.
Leadership is not about controlling people. It is growing them, guiding them. It takes a lot of time and patience, molding them to be the best that they can be. It is about getting them to believe in themselves, no matter their background. I want to be that inspiration.
All right, and finally, we have our third team of the pitch teams to introduce you to. This next team is BB Book. They are looking at solving some of the online text and collaboration tools, but let's have the team explain a little bit about what they're working on, and then we'll get into how to connect and move on with the show.
Sarah is a psychology student. Every day, she has tons of readings to do, but she often has difficulties in understanding certain context or concept from the book when she's reading by herself. Our product, BB Book, a web-based annotating platform, is designed to solve this problem for students like Sarah. BB Book challenges the traditional way of reading by allowing students to learn through a collaborative manner with the usage of modern technology and diverse mediums. Through highlighting, annotating, and sharing links, users can easily communicate their insights with other students and get their questions solved in an efficient way. Now, Sarah is never alone when she is reading a book. Come to our platform, BB Book.
Hello, I'm Ruby. My background is product design, and right now I'm working in the digital product area. And I have made this, and this one. Oh, this is one of my favorite work. And I hope I can be a product designer for digital products, or even be a product manager in the future. And what? It's going to run out of time? Okay, so please find me on LinkedIn or go to my portfolio website. Thank you, bye!
We're at the hour.
Great, so there you have it, a slice of what the C14s have been up to so far this year, as we're obviously wrapping up the third term. There's so much more that you can see if you go to their website. So if you take a peek at the bottom of the screen there, we've got a link where you can find how to reach any of these folks and enjoy all the work that they have to offer. Dennis?
Yep, so with that, I saw some of the comments there and we're really happy to report Josh is posting it right now. The link is live. If you visit that site, you'll have links to every student's portfolio that was provided. There's also a recap of this show, so it has been recorded, but there's also a pre-recorded version. So if you want to revisit anything that you just saw, you can do it through the magic of digital media. We do encourage you to check out all the students that you met tonight, but also to say that the show doesn't end here, in the sense that any of you that are looking to make connections, we're always open to hearing from you. If any of you are looking at hiring for multiple positions and you want to have a one-to-many Zoom session, feel free to reach out on that. If you want to share job postings, internships, or otherwise, you've got our email. And if you're interested in exploring how we do projects, we're also very open to talking about that process. Our next round will be for January of 2021 with an October 31st date. But as we were saying, all these students are available in the fall. We couldn't be prouder of them. They're an amazing group. They put these 30-second spots together in no time. They blew my mind. I've been here for as long as I have been here, and I feel like I'm not going anywhere because they're such an amazing group, inspired by the students, the staff, the faculty, everyone that pulled this off. And again, to our guest, everyone that's on there. I think at this point of the show, if anyone wants to go on camera, wave, say thanks, have a drink. I've got a root beer at least, but I've got in a martini glass. I feel like it's a bit sad, but let's have
as they say, it's
there you go.
It's
yeah,
5 o'clock somewhere in the world, and that happens to be the Pacific Northwest. Congratulations,
yes,
C14s.
Anyone who wants to turn a camera on can do it. Anyone that wants to use a virtual hand can do it. Anyone
Best
that
showcase ever.